Actually, we're doing it again. All right, what's up, guys? Actually, this is Villain VanMichaels here, actually in the Curb Show. So, just let you know, I just got done seeing a video that was freaking amazing. Actually, parkour guys going up against monkeys in India on top of the rooftops. Never believe it unless if you actually see it. Freaking amazing. So, coming to you though today is Nverse, Villain VanMichaels. Actually, I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving the support. You guys are doing fantastic and helping us out. And going to the website, going to the blog, things like that. Actually, on the 22nd, we have some new stuff going up. All this time that you guys have been waiting, it's actually been well worth the wait. Thank you very much for even showing up. Even after Facebook tanked though too. So I know we talked about that in other episodes, but I'm just glad you guys are here, and actually we are pretty much still doing this, to be continued. So like I said, I'm at one of my favorite parks right now. Like I say, unfortunately, Nverse, we do everything the opposite. A lot of people like, to be in the daytime. I'm all a night person. I do most of my photography at night. Pretty much do a lot of my training at night, because it's the place I live is just basically too hot. I mean, yeah, I've been out most of the day, but when you're doing parkour training and things like that, until you build up a great stamina for it, you want to be pretty much very careful of how you do it, how fast you do it, and at what pace. You want your body to basically be able to take the punches and the blows that come with learning parkour. But I think it teaches more of patience than anything else, which is fantastic. So, like I said, yeah, right now I got pink headphones, but unfortunately, mine are missing. To be continued. But anyway, on a better note, so talking about it, actually, I've seen a lot of people that were influenced by Nverse, It's been late at night, it's been all day, I've been working on a video. Just to let you know, we just pretty much, Nverse, went ahead and finished one of our videos you'll also be seeing up on YouTube. Went ahead and did it today. Actually pretty proud about it, and can't wait to release it to you guys, which will actually be coming soon. Like I said, next month, we're looking for the prototypes to be coming out, so you'll be seeing me wear those on the show. Actually, when it becomes wintertime, I always have a tendency to basically start practicing more, start doing more yoga, because this in the summertime is just too hot. I mean, definitely get my exercise in, but it's definitely a lot different training than what it is when I'm normally, in the summertime. So the whole idea is to stay active. I'm probably more active basically in the wintertime than I actually am, in the summertime, which I'm still pretty active. So like I said, it's all about, what you can do and try to test yourself, push yourself to the limits. Don't get comfortable. That's when a lot of people get stale. A lot of people get stagnate. They gain weight. A lot of things happen to them. That's exactly what happened to me. I wasn't one of those people that wanted to be healthy. It's just kind of something that just grew on me, being around certain type of people. So, like I said, Nverse, we do everything the opposite of what our competitors do. We cater to different clientele. What I mean by different clienteles, we cater to the clientele that other clothing companies actually don't even want to touch, don't even want their name to be a part of. And I think that's what's going to make us villains, is because of who we cater to, not so much what the line stands for, or who designed it, or what the designer does. It's more so the people that we cater to, and that's what it's really all about. So I really hope that you understand that and know that this is not just a business. This is just it's been a way of life for me, and at the same sense, it's been a big challenge on both ends, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and put a lot on the line for all of this. And I feel like it's worth it, because you know what? My people are worth it. And I say my people is I'm finding out exactly pretty much, who my people are. At the same sense, who is really connected to Nverse, and actually, who cares about pretty much what we're talking about. I mean, everybody has a thing going on nowadays, but when you find that one thing that actually has some purpose, and actually has something that means something to you, and something that you pretty much, even if you haven't obtained it and it's just an idea, that you don't stop until you obtain it. Those are the type of people that we go for. We go for the people that challenge themselves, the leaders. Nowadays there's so many people that are drones, and it's like, I hate to say it, but unfortunately it's like, society likes a lot of drones, and unless if I'm flying one, I'm not going to be one. That's just the way I am. So I'm a free thinker, I'm a free-spirited person, I'm a very creative person. On top of that, I encourage that. I encourage others to challenge themselves. I challenge myself daily. I just say that when I first started, I used to be indoors all the time. I lived out here in Sin City for a long period of time and never did anything. It just was like, I felt like I was just sitting in the house playing video games, wasting away. And I just got to a point where I'm like, you know what? There's got to be something more than this, because every day became the same. And when it did become the same, I was like, oh, now I fell into a port of repetition. So I had to do something different. So this is me doing something different. So if you're not in your comfort zone, then you're where you need to be. If you're in your comfort zone and everything's fine, then you're where you need to be. But if you aren't in your comfort zone and everything is not fine, then that's an indication that you have to do something different. So I say, basically challenge yourself. At the same time, too, everybody's trying to make a living. Everybody's trying to be a better person. We're all about self-mastery. So if you like self-mastery and you like challenges, basically mentally, physically, and spiritually, then subscribe to this channel. This channel's not for everybody. We encourage everybody, but sometimes a lot of people just don't have the discipline to go a long way. So, when we say Villainz, it's not just a name, it's something that we pretty much earn, and we can pretty much tell who the villains are and who aren't. So, to let that be known, we know exactly who subscribes, exactly, when they subscribe and how long they actually been with us, and just like everything, it's like people track everything. So, I highly encourage you guys to challenge yourselves, and just know that, you're on a channel that is going to motivate you, and actually is going to motivate others, and actually, nobody gets left behind. If you look on the blog, which you actually go to Nverse, Nverse, okay, Villainz, we spell it Villainz as in zebra, .blogspot.com. Get onto that. Basically, hit the follow button on there before you do anything else. Just like you're going to do down here. Hit the bell, subscribe, and hit that like, though, too. Let us know exactly what you don't like. I know I might get a few not likes, but that's okay, though, too, because you know what? Even negative feedback is still positive feedback, because at the same time, we know exactly what not to do next time. So I have to say that I want to say thank you all. It's like, we're working on our subscribers, and I am very thankful for the ones that I do have, and I think you guys are great. I can't wait for you to see stuff next month, and I'm very excited because it's been a long journey. So remember, Escape PVO versus monkeys. You gotta see it. Crazy how fast they are going on those rooftops. So actually, I am in VanMichaels, Nverse. Okay. Also, though, too, make sure you guys check out the podcast. Podcast is wicked. When I say wicked, by that is you're talking about Nverse Chronicles of the Great Witch episodes. As they go on the podcast with Anchor. Okay, look it for it. VanMichaels. All right. So with that being said, my parkour people, my exercise people, and my people who are thinking about doing it, and my people who are just basically trying to get motivated. This is Nverse, VanMichaels with the Curb Show, and at the same time, I will see you guys next time. All right, Villain out.